how to effectively communicate with others on the team, persons with different personalities and all that, so we can have minimal conflicts. The other one would be strategic planning, and how to get everybody involved in the strategic planning process. What's the last one? Biggest takeaway. I think it was the last session. I spoke about it before, flow and flourish thing. But that's my biggest takeaway from this program.
One is calm optimism when when dealing with crisis management. The types of rest. So there's the what is it? Sensor rest, resting of the mind, those different types of rest. And the last one for me would be major projects and resources when you're doing strategic planning.
One is the importance of self, it's what you bring to the table personally, in all aspects, but especially in your role as a leader. The importance of getting some good R&R, self-care, absolutely critical, and just being very deliberate and systematic about how you do things, whether or not it's your how you communicate with people, being deliberate and intentional about your listening and about your providing your feedback, and about when you undertake to do something, doing and following through, so that you set an example and that you build a relationship so that you can become an effective leader and you can be seen as somebody who can be relied upon to execute and to deliver.
The biggest things I learned is the importance of developing strategies with a team and how important everybody's input is to brainstorm, and not any one or two people can just do it on their own for it to be effective. The Excel tool that you had given us for our, I think you had a name for it, to start our week, Right. I think that has a lot to do with helping with the time management. So that's what I really want to use that, that tool. Actually, a lot of the worksheets that you've given us, I think is very helpful. And once we put our mind to it, and since this is the end of the year, I'm hoping that we can get that, it stays. I had put on a survey that, yes, I'd like to still be able to have access to the things. So I think in the new year, it'd be good if some of us try and use some of those worksheets to help us through. And then the psychometric test, which helped me to understand myself and my team members. I've done a psychometric test before, but not like I do an analysis or assessment with somebody after, to see what it's like, what it means, to kind of get a better understanding of me and the people around me, not just work, just in general. Yeah.
I think the most beneficial part of the journey is really to see everyone else that has grown and blossomed. It's kind of one of those things where you have an idea and you don't know how it's going to work out. But to see, persons, even though it was like the first that we were doing it here at Cygnus, persons really spending the time and committing to it. Persons in conversations, both serious and in jest, like referring to some of the models or some of the things that we would have learned, is proof that, the overall program was a success.